Greetings folks, and I hope your Santa's list is full of 1/6 scale goodness wherever you are in collecting land, and welcome back to the channel for another Go Figure 1/6 scale news. For newcomers to the channel, this is where we take a look at the teasers, the pre-orders and the currently shipping in the 1/6 scale world. But before we dive into what's new, I'd like to send a reindeer-sized shout out to everybody who's supported the channel. And please drop a like and hype on this video as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale news, previews, reviews, showcases, tours and all that other good stuff that we've got coming up. So without further ado, let's dive in with the teasers. Now, there's not an awful lot in the teasers this time round. I'm assuming it's because of the time of year. Some areas of the industry are slowing down a little bit. The first teaser we do have, the one and only teaser, is something that's already featured in a preview on the channel, but I thought I'd include it for those people who missed it. And it's Jazzinc Diorama's take on the 66 Batman Catwoman. Yes, folks, it's Julie Newmar, and we have been, fingers crossed, praying and hoping in the 1/6 scale world for a Julie Newmar figure for so long, and finally we've been given one by Jazzinc, and they've dropped these teaser shots on us. I'm going to say from the get-go here, this is not some of the best figure photography I've ever seen, but they are just teaser shots. So let's have a quick look. As I mentioned in the preview, the proportions look on point, that outfit looks on point, yeah, that hourglass figure that Julie Newmar was so famous for is present and correct. Not sure what material Jazzinc are going to be using here in this suit, but it looks suitably skin tight and suitably screen accurate. I'm going to lean in here. You've got these sort of reflective particles almost within the suit itself, which is absolutely on point from the TV show. The claws look really good, gold and long. You've got the gold necklace, and the fit and finish of the all-in-one suit looks great. It's yet to be seen how flexible the figure will be regarding articulation. As we know, sometimes all-in-one suits can be a bit restrictive, but yeah, the articulation looks pretty good there. She's got her knees bent, the arms are out at the side. We've got the little stiletto heel boots going on there. And we get our first look at some of the accessories as well. You're getting this chair. I'm assuming these are included. There's no breakdown here of what's included with the figure, so it's anybody's guess, but I am assuming what we see on the screen here is basically the accessories that we're going to be getting. You've got this gold chair, looks really nicely sculpted with the ornate edges around there and this sort of leopard skin print seat and back to it. You've got this gold cat on a gold plinth, really nice to see. And we're getting a look at the head sculpt as well. Rooted hair, fantastic as always, great to see. I don't think you could do this really with sculpted hair. Well, you could, but I think it would lose some of the authenticity a little bit. You've got that distinctive style that she had, swept back at the forehead there, and then those curls at the side. Colour looks right, the mask looks really good, and the ears look excellent as well. I'm sure we'll get closer to that head sculpt. Let's zip on to the next shot. Hands on hips, so fingers crossed here, articulation's not an issue. We're seeing that chair again. And for the first time, we're seeing the two gold catcoms, which are hopefully, fingers crossed, coming included with the figure. Overall, proportions look excellent. Yeah, screen accuracy looks on point. Let's see if we can't get a little bit close to that head sculpt. Yeah, seeing it a lot better here. She's sat in the chair there. You get the cat telephone, I'm assuming, as an accessory as well, which is really cool to see. That hair looks on point. I've heard some criticism of this hair. It looks pretty good to me. I've heard it said that it's doll-like. I'm not so sure. I think it's passable here. I think we probably need to wait for some slightly better shots of this, promotional shots, when it's officially goes up for pre-order. But I think the hair looks pretty good. The sculpt on the head looks excellent as well. You've got that wry smile. The mask itself looks like it's proportionally correct in the same material, nice and shiny, as are those ears. Not sure if the mask is removable on this one. I hope it is. It would be great to see that, but that's something that's not hinted at in these teaser shots. On to the next. Hands on the hips again next to the chair, and the golden cat on the plinth. On to the next one. We're getting close to that head sculpt. There's no really close-up shots here. Once again, she's seated in the chair. Cat telephone by her side and one of those gold cats. Articulation, yeah, it's looking pretty good if you can stay seated in that position with the legs crossed at the ankles there. As I say, fingers crossed we're getting good articulation here, but overall, yeah, looking exceptional. Now, Jazzinc are only a small company. Yoast over there and the small team, I doffed my cap to them for the work that they've done in vehicles and in dioramas, and they're now venturing into the 1/6 scale figure world, and we're getting the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I believe they're doing a Danny DeVito Penguin from Batman Returns, and we have this as well to add to the complement. I believe it was Tim over actually, the Caustic Plastic Facebook group, told me that they did do a unlicensed Vulture, Michael Keaton Vulture, which I do remember back in the day there. I think it came out just prior to a Hot Toys version as well. So they're no strangers to the 6 scale world, but they're not really, this is pretty much virgin territory for them. But I think this is looking very good indeed. On to the next, on the phone here in the chair. Yeah, all looking present and correct, and this is going to be a no-brainer for Mr. Go Figure. As regulars to the channel will know, huge Batman fan, makes up a large proportion of the collection you see behind me, and a massive fan of the camp classic that is the 66 Batman. So yeah, on to the next. Now, this is probably the closest we're going to get to this head sculpt, and I think it's looking pretty good. Those skin textures look good, those high cheekbones, slight reddening to the cheeks there as well. Those lips look super glossy and well done. So overall, I think this is, and that super narrow waist, that frighteningly narrow waist, I think this is looking very, very promising indeed. And the final shot, liking these stars over her head here, clutching the two golden cat guns. And yeah, overall, yeah, I think this one's looking good. And as I say, a no-brainer for Mr. Go Figure to add to the 66 collection. So that's it for the teasers for this episode, folks. Unfortunately, not that much has been teased just before Christmas, so we will move swiftly on to the pre-orders that have gone up. And these only went up, I think it was about 24 hours ago. And the first one of many Hot Toys that are going to feature in this particular episode, we have got Leia. Now, this is the return of the Jedi Leia. This is the mercenary Leia who goes to rescue Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. I believe the outfit is pronounced Bush or Boosh, or I think it's Bush, and I think that was an unfortunate mistake on the writers there over at Star Wars, but it is what it is. They probably never expected us to be talking about Bush and Princess Leia in the same sentence, but yeah, that's the name of the outfit, and probably the character or the outfit. I'm not 100% certain, but to me, straight away, proportions look on point. Now I'm going to lean in here. It looks like sculpted hair to me. The outfit looks absolutely excellent. As regulars to the channel will know, not a massive collector of Star Wars fans, tend to focus on the Empire stuff, The Empire Strikes Back, and try to avoid the rabbit hole as much as possible because it's something that Hot Toys mine with a vengeance. But I do like the look of this. The outfit, she's holding the staff there. You've got that high collared section around the neck. I'm assuming we're looking at some kind of cotton material in the flowing robe, and that helmet looks on point, but I'm sure we'll get a closer look at that. Let's zip on to the next one. Probably the most important thing here is going to be this head sculpt. Now, yes, that is Carrie Fisher. Yes, that is Princess Leia. Yes, we're looking at a younger Carrie Fisher. Obviously, we're going back to Return of the Jedi days. But I'm not 100% convinced with this head sculpt. I've had a quick look at these photos before filming this. What are your thoughts on this? I'm a little bit on the fence. Yes, it's Carrie Fisher. Yes, it's Leia. But I'm not 100% certain. The skin tones and textures look very good. The eyes look on point. I'm not sure whether it's this nose and mouth or whether I'm just imagining this here. Maybe we've been too spoiled with Hot Toys head sculpts recently, but yeah, I like it, don't get me wrong, but I think, yeah, there's just something a little off there, but that's possibly me. As I mentioned, let me know in the comment section below. Is it just an old man who needs glasses? Let's move on to the next one. Another headshot. That head tilt, I think, helps. It helps that head sculpt a lot, and I think the hair looks excellent. Individual strands are picked out, the parting's in the right place, those wisps coming over the ears, skin tones, textures, eyes are nice and glassy as we'd expect from Hot Toys, and the right colour, but just something not quite right there for me. But the outfit itself, from this shot anyway, looks really good. Let's zip on to the next one. Full length shot here. And yeah, outfit, absolutely, as I would expect from a Hot Toys figure, from a Star Wars Hot Toys figure. They've got it down pat. I'm assuming this sort of cloak section at the back here is going to be wired, and it's sort of floating off there. The boots look really nicely done in that. I'm assuming they're going to, and I don't know whether they're going to be material. They look material to me, which is great to see. The outfit, the colours, the fit, the finish of the robe itself on point, and that sort of plastic cummerbund section with the bit that goes over the shoulder looks on point, as well as does that staff. On this base, now I was trying to cast my mind back to when I saw this base recently used for another Star Wars figure. I'm not sure which one it was. It might have been, no, I'm not going to guess at what it was. But yeah, I think this might be a repurpose from a recent base, but I still like it. I think it looks really good. I think it's meant to represent Jabba the Hutt's throne room, maybe. I'm not 100% certain, but I like it. It gives the figure some lift. You've got that Star Wars plaque on the front there, standard issue crotch grabber. I want to see this helmet, because really it's this helmet, I think, that makes this figure. It's going to be the Leia head sculpt and the helmet. Onto the next shot. On that base again, once again clutching the helmet. I'm assuming articulation's going to be on point. Those bindings on the wrist look very good indeed. Once again, another headshot, head tilted again. Now, as always, Hot Toys have dropped a shit ton of photos on us, and this is no exception. So if we zip through some of them pretty quickly, that's probably because they're getting a bit samey. I think I prefer it tilted, as I mentioned before, but yes, still something. I think it's this lower face, or maybe it's the nose. Yeah, I mean, it's unmistakably Carrie Fisher, obviously, and it's unmistakably Leia, but yeah, is it me? Let's move on. Swiftly moving on. They're giving us a shot for the first time in the helmet, and with Chewie in the background to give it some sense of scale as well. Yeah, it looks like you've got a chain. Now, I'm not sure whether this chain attachment is going to come with the figure itself for wheeling Chewie in to present him to Jabba. Who knows? Maybe it will, and if you already have a Chewie figure, then you can use it with that. But once again, oh, and she's got the detonator as well, the thermal detonator, the bluff detonator, which is great to see. I want to get up close with this mask. Another shot with Chewie there, obviously holding the crossbow, and all proportionally and outfit looking spot on. Nice shot, this one. Nothing really new to see here, other than she's got the helmet on there. Come on, let's get close to this helmet now. Now this is the good stuff. We're starting to see that helmet now. That looks very, very good in my opinion. The screen accuracy's there. The colours are right with that sort of gradiated orange section around the sort of mouthpiece at the front there. That sort of clear section across the top there. That distinctive shape is there. And I would expect no less from Hot Toys and their Star Wars experience. So overall, yeah, I'm thinking if you're a Star Wars collector, you're a Return of the Jedi fan, this could be for you. Nice action pose there, holding the staff again on that base. Separate eyeball rolling system, which we've come to expect from Hot Toys these days. Sort of standard issue. And once again, I'm not going to go on about how it improves and adds a different aspect to to the head sculpt. I do that every single video, so we'll pass on that one. But yeah, great to see they've included it pretty much as standard now. And we get a look at some of the details as well. So yeah, it's saying screen accurate and highly detailed costume design, and yeah, it is indeed. You've got the studs on the back of those gauntlets there. The detailing in that shoulder strap looks very good. The detailing in that little section in between the two shoulder pieces, very good. The backpacks there and that looks excellently painted, really nicely detailed with that writing on there. Yeah, and those material boots with that circular section at the ankle. So yeah, detailings are good. The helmet now. Yeah, I think they've really nailed it there. Absolutely. Now we've got this close up. Yeah, I'm all in with that. The shape of it, the paint applications and sculpt. Yeah, detailing is very good and nicely weathered too, which is what this outfit should be. And finally, the all shot that we always get with Hot Toys, and yeah, pretty much covers everything we've already covered there. Yeah, we've got the eyeball rolling system, multiple swap out hands, thermal detonator. Swap out, I'm assuming it's going to be a swap out head sculpt and doesn't fit over the top of the head sculpt is that mask. And overall, as I mentioned before, one for you Hot Toys fans, one for you Return of the Jedi fans. So, what else have we got in the new pre-orders? Snowtrooper Commander. Now, we are harking back to Mr. Go Figure's favourite Star Wars movie, Empire. Now, I'm not a big one for collecting Stormtroopers. I will hold my hands up in the air. I do not have one in the collection, much to my shame. But if I was going to have one, it most certainly would be from Empire. And I believe they've given us a number of different Snowtroopers. Now we've got the Snowtrooper Commander. Relatively simple figure this, although it's getting it right. You've got that sort of white dustbin on his head there, with that sort of the eye slits there. You've got the plastic sections, which will be over material, which is pretty much a standard for how Hot Toys do these figures. But overall, yeah, that first shot proportions look good. We've got multiple weapons here, 2 different types of pistol. Overall, the detailing looks absolutely excellent, and that pure brilliant white, which absolutely has to be handled with care. Gloves are recommended. We've got him in an action pose here, holding the blaster, hand on the holster of the other blaster there, and relatively straightforward. I'm going to assume that these shoulder pads are plastic, that the gauntlets here are plastic, as are the sections on the backs of the hands there. That chest section looks screen accurate there, with the multicolored insignia on there, and the detailing on the chest plate as well, all on point. And once again, as with the Leia figure, Hot Toys are past masters at these, so they should be able to do them in their sleep, and knock them out every couple of weeks. First look at that base. Now, I think this looks very similar. Now, not being a massive Star Wars collector, correct me if I'm wrong here, but this looks very similar to sort of sand style bases that they've given us for Star Wars figures, things to represent things like Hoth and Jakku and stuff like that. And they've just given it a sort of a blue and white coat to give it that snow effect. White crotch grabber, great to see. And the Star Wars nameplate at the front there. Nothing too fancy, just the normal rectangle that we get with Star Wars figures. Articulation looks very good on this figure. All the better, I would imagine, for having this material outfit, which is slightly looser. The boots look really good. I'm going to say they're sculpted plastic, doesn't look like a split cut boot design there. And yeah, just overall, oh, and the cloak at the back as well. And overall, I'm going to have to stop calling it that bin on his head, but I think it looks good and it looked great in the film. But staring at it for a long period of time, and I start imagining what it could actually be. It could be used for something else, but moving swiftly on. Yeah, articulation great, clutching the blaster there. Detailing on those is going to be fine. I'm going to say that off without investigation. The Hot Toys have done this a million times. So yeah, clutching the blaster there that was based on a Mauser, very nice, super shiny, super reflective as it should be. The greys are the right colour, and the detailing's on point. And we're going to start to drift in now into lots of samey photos, as Hot Toys have a tendency to do. I think they drop somewhere between sort of 20 and 25 per release, and sometimes it's like, okay, you made the point. But I think what we've got behind him here is a Snowtrooper, just to complement it, just to make the photos a little bit pop a little bit more. So he's going to work with your Snowtrooper figures if you've got them. You get an idea of how they'll work together. Yeah, really good. If you're recreating a Hoth battle sequence, articulation's on point. I'm not sure I'm going to be picking this up, to be honest with you, because I'm still focusing on the main characters from Empire. But you know, I do appreciate it, and I think they've done a good job here. Yeah, moving on, we've got numerous different shots here with the snowtrooper in the background carrying the bazooka type weapon. And yeah, I can imagine these two popping really, really well on the shelf if you're a Star Wars fan. And more close up with the detailing here. Yeah, now, not much really to it, but they've captured it well. Those red dots, the red and blue sections on the chest area and on the back, that raised section with the grill at the bottom there. So, and it looks like they're going to be elasticated underneath the arms there. And finally, the all shot with the Snowtrooper Commander. Pretty much everything we've covered there, the base with that snow effect, multiple swap out hands, the weapons, the detailing, and a couple of shots that we've already seen. So there you have it, folks. That is the second of our pre-orders. That's Hot Toys Snowtrooper Commander. On to the next. Now, we are now into the currently shipping territory. And first up, yes, it's another Hot Toys. It seems to be nearly all Hot Toys today. They just seem to keep churning and burning, whatever the season. But yeah, first one, and I know this is shipping now because I know there's some vloggers who've got it in hand, some reviewers, and I know other people have got this in hand as well. And it is Hot Toys' take on Hugh Jackman as Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the, I think, second iteration that we've got so far of Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the TVA jacketed version. Well, I say jacketed version. I can't imagine that many collectors are going to be displaying this one without the jacket, with the jacket on. I think it's going to, for obvious reasons, it's going to be without the jacket. And I've really got to make sure Mrs. Go Figure does not see these pictures, because it will be an instant buy. But yes, it's a shirtless Hugh Jackman, and I've got to say straight away, I've got the first iteration, the battle damaged yellow cowl version of this figure. There's a review for it up on the channel if you're wanting to check it out, and quite possibly could be in the running for Figure of the Year, which is going to be a feature coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is, I haven't pre-ordered this one, and part of me now is wishing that I had. I thought, yeah, the yellow suited version is going to be just fine. That's all I need in the collection. Now looking at this, I might be changing my mind. Fully battle damaged, proportions absolutely on point as they should be here. You've got the adamantine claws. You've got him clutching the sword. There's the cowl. We'll get to the base. You've got the battle damaged yellow pants, what look like bloodstains on them. But what everybody is here for is this seamless body. Wow. Now, I've been collecting a number of years, and it takes quite a lot to impress me. And that is impressive. That is amazing. Now, I've obviously not got this figure in hand. I'm not sure what they've made this out of, whether this is over the top of a metal endoskeleton, whether it's been individually, how this works. It'll be interesting to find out. But just judging from these shots, the sculpting on that upper body is absolutely phenomenal. The abdomen sections, and I mean, this is the detailing here, the level of detailing that Hot Toys have captured really well, is the slightly uneven nature of Hugh Jackman's abs. Now, I don't know why that is, whether it's a ripped muscle or whether it's just his genetics, but they've caught that beautifully. From the slightly hairy chest to the lats, the skinniness of the waist, the skin tones, the skin textures. Absolutely stunning work here from Hot Toys. Now, I'm not sure whether this head sculpt is a new one that they've done specifically for this figure. It does look very similar to the yellow cowl version that they recently released, but you let me know in the comment section below. Is it the same head sculpt? I think it might be, but I could be wrong. Let's zip on to the next shot. Yeah, what can I say? The muscle tone, the vascularity in that shirtless body is simply amazing, in my opinion. How this thing is going to stand up to being dynamically posed, that's another question entirely. Loving the way those arms are folding. There's no creasing in those elbows at all, that ugly creasing we sometimes get with seamless bodies. I think this looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Battle damage on that head sculpt there, the hair is perfect. I'm probably not even going to talk about much else other than the body on this one. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it a second, let that hang for a second. This is how far we have come in 1/6 scale figure making in a relatively short period of time. That Hot Toys are now giving us this. Unheard of a few years ago, and now commonplace, but just loving what they've done with this sculpted torso. Absolutely excellent. On to the next shot. We've got a full shot here, and we're seeing the diorama base for the first time, well, mini diorama base. Liking this a lot. Now this puts me in mind, I think this has been repurposed, because I think what we've got here is a section that rises up on these two sets of feet here. Now I think this has been repurposed from the Catwoman 2.0 version figure and the Bane figure, but without the backdrop. But you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Hot Toys are not averse to repurposing, as we know. I'm going to lean in here. Yeah, and you've got that sort of sign on the front there, the Wolverine logo. You've got this detail in the background with his cowl on top and the standard issue crotch grabber. And yeah, that is one hell of an impressive figure in my opinion. On to the next close-up of that head sculpt. Let me know, has that been reused or is that a new one? I think it's been reused. Not that that's a problem, because the first one was amazing and the best Hugh Jackman 1/6 scale head sculpt I think we've seen ever. On to the next one. Yeah, absolutely stunning that. I'm assuming we're going to have the same material in this lower body here. There's just a lot more weathering going on here. It's a lot dirtier. It's towards the end of the film. It's in that sort of final sequence, and yeah. We don't have seamless wrist either, so it's not swap out arms, but we couldn't do that with this figure anyway, because there has to be a joint somewhere, so it's going to be at the wrists. Those adamantine claws look great. It's just all about the body here, isn't it? That katana looks great, bloodstains on it. Overall, yeah, super impressive figure, and I'm sort of regretting now not ordering this one. Might have to pick this one up if I can catch it in the wild. Yeah, another one of him on that base. This is going to look so imposing in the display, this one, and a real close-up there. Yeah, so you can see all the detailing there, and that's sculpted in effect to make it look like hair on the chest and on the abdomen. All the skin tones and textures and the individually picked out veins down the forearms, all phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. This is turning into a Wolverine Hugh Jackman gush fest. Yeah, cracking articulation here as well. It doesn't look like there's going to be any problems. It's just about holding these poses for any length of time, how that body will hold up. Fantastic pose here, having some camera jiggery pokery to hide the flight pole that he's on there. But yeah, phenomenal shots and a phenomenal piece of work here. And for the first time, we're seeing the TVA jacket. Not that anyone's going to be that bothered about that, but we're also seeing the cowl that comes with it as well. On to the next. We've got the TVA jacket on, and that looks screen accurate to me, looks very well done. Zip at the front there. It does undo, because I've seen it in shots. You've got that deep blue with the orange piping around the neck and the TVA on the lapel there. Can't see anybody using this jacket. I mean, you could have him holding it, or maybe open like in this shot, but really, why would you want to hide that, the amazing work that they put into that body there? Jacket done up, if you are so inclined. But yeah, looking superb. That, I think, is a much better way to display it with the jacket, with the front open there, so you get the best of both worlds. But there isn't a bad shot here of this figure. Obviously, purse system for the eyes. Really sets it off there. Loving this look on the right hand side here. The hair, usual standard, sculpted plastic, individual strands picked out, that distinctive Wolverine style, lifting up at the temples there. Yeah, just I am super impressed with this one. And two styles of jacket display. I mean, that's clutching, that's reaching there a bit, Hot Toys. I like that, 2 styles of jacket display, what, open or closed. Yeah. But moving swiftly on, a quick look at the diorama base. Yeah, all very, very nicely done. You've got that TVA filing cabinet thing going on there, which has been cut in half. The cowl itself, and then there's, I'm going to lean in again here, stay vigilant, and there's what looks like bits of paperwork and everything. Liking the diorama display base, even though I think, as I mentioned before, it's repurposed, but not a problem with that. And the silicon body now. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be medical grade silicon, but yeah, it speaks for itself here. The battle damage as well, we haven't spoken about that particularly, I think is phenomenal. The cuts, the scars, the grazing, that grazing effect really caught my eye. I don't think I've ever seen grazing done that well in 1/6 scale, and the vein work, how they pick the vein work out there, and the muscularity in the back as well, all absolutely on point. And finally, the all shot that we always get with our Hot Toys Wolverines, and it's everything that we've covered. Now, yeah, I'm serious. I'm giving some serious thought to hunting this one down. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. I am very impressed with that one. And now we are moving on now to pre-orders. No, I think this one's actually dropped. No, I tell a lie. This is shipping now. We've already done pre-orders. This one's shipping now, and I think this has come a little bit early. Now, once again, correct me in the comment section below if I'm wrong. I have seen vlogger photos of this. I don't know whether it's landed with us mere collectors as of yet, but I am seeing photos coming out, so I put this in the shipping now section. And it's the 2.0 version of the armored Batman from Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Now, I'm not regulars to the channel will know I'm not a huge fan of the Snyderverse. However, I am a huge Batman fan, as you can probably tell, and a bit of a Batman completionist, and I do love this suit. I didn't pick up the first version, but I've got my eye on this one. I think this could be a winner. And what we're looking at here is die cast, so apparently this is a super heavy figure with a lot of this armor being die cast. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much is or how much isn't, so we're going to zip through the photos, and I will probably, I would suspect it's probably the chest section and maybe the arms or something like that, or the shoulders. Maybe not the head because of swapping out the head sculpt, but who knows. But yeah, take my word for it, it's a heavy figure with lots of die cast, and this first shot looks super impressive. You've got the LED feature, light up eye feature, which is great to see. Screen accuracy looks on point. The paint applications in the areas that maybe aren't metal are very, very good to make it look like metal. The scratches, the dinks, the burrs in that metal work there. Screen accuracy looks on point. It's all overlaid over this material suit there. Yeah, looking excellent. Another shot here, another sort of waist up shot. Detailing on that belt looks really good. The strapping across the shoulder there, the cape looks really good. Well, I'll say it looks really good. This is, regular to the channel will know as well, another Mr. Go figure bugbear is Hot Toys capes can let down amazing figures. Got the 2.0 Batman Returns Keaton figure recently, and there's a review for that up on the channel if you wanted to check it out. And the only thing stopping that really from being a 10 was the cape. I'll hope and pray that Hot Toys will hear our pleas and start giving us better capes with our Batman figures. But overall, proportions look on point. That mouth plate underneath the cowl itself, the metal cowl, looks great. And I love my chunky, armored up Batman. I think there's just something about seeing a fully tooled up, armored Batman that makes my day. On to the next shot. We've got him on the base. We see this diorama base for the first time. Liking this a lot. I think it looks great. You've got that, and I'm going to have to lean in here. You've got the a weathered nameplate on the front there. It says armored Batman versus Superman. And you've got this sort of rubble going on behind. I think it looks really, really nice, this diorama base. My only reservations here are the acreage on these particular types of bases. They look good, but you are really, really limited with the posing here, unless of course you have 1 foot off the base itself, because there's just not much room for his feet. We find this with Predator figures and a raft of other figures as well, where the base looks really great, but it's just simply not got a big enough footprint. But I do like it. I like the design. You've got that clear, what looks like a crotch cup at the back there, and we get a real sense of proportion here for the first time as well. Super chunky. The armour looks absolutely screen accurate and on point, and we get to see that battle damaged metal cowl for the first time as well, with that huge section missing out the left hand side. And we're also getting to see the kryptonite spear, which I believe has a light up feature, USB powered hopefully, yeah, great to see they've added the light up feature. Close up on that battle damaged cowl, looking phenomenal there. The Ben Affleck sculpt under there looks excellent. Hot Toys have been doing Ben Affleck sculpts for a long time, so we should expect it to be good there. And we've seen that damage on the front of the armour as well. There are chunks missing out of this sort of collar section here. There's distortion on the front there, scratches on that sort of cod piece section. Overall, yeah, this is looking very good. Get to see the light up feature there in the kryptonite spear, and the battle damage around that head sculpt as well, looking great. Light up feature on the eyes, lit up here. We've got him in an action punching pose, cape flying off at the back. Yeah, all very, very good. Super chunky there, somewhere between Batman and the original Iron Man suit. Liking this a lot. Yeah, another close-up of the black Batfleck sculpt underneath that wonderful cowl there, with the sort of chopped off ears and all the scratching and dinks and burrs and stuff on the metal itself. Very nice. Super imposing shot, that one. Loving that a lot. Now, this is a figure that I sort of passed on again, like the previous one on pre-orders, but now seeing the vlogger photos, yeah, I'm tempted on this one as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Another action shot there, clutching the spear. We've got an action shot on the diorama base, and looks like somebody has kindly popped in a 6-scale Superman figure, a Cavill figure, so he can put his boot on his chest. That looks super impressive for the low-down photography. And finally, of course, another Hot Toys all shot. We have all the shots that we've already looked at, multiple swap-out hands. Looks like we've got some grenades there as well, the weaponry, the diorama base, the light-up features. So yeah, that is Hot Toys' take on the Armoured Batman, the 2.0 version from Batman vs Superman. Will you be picking it up? Let me know. On to the next one. I think, yeah, this is actually the last figure that we've got shipping now. And I won't say an oddment, this one, but it's not Hot Toys. So yeah, and this has piqued my interest. Supermad toys have piqued my interest for quite some time. The only two figures I've got of theirs are the Agent K and the Deckard from Blade Runner 2029. And they're exceptionally good figures, considering that they come from a third party. Yeah, what they've given us here, Supermad Toys, is their take on Lee Majors as Steve Austin from the $6 Million Man, from that legendary episode where he did battle with the bionic Bigfoot. And they've given us both figures. Now, this is a double pack, this version, and it's only available, as you can probably tell, it's in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there, KG Hobby. You can buy these individually and get them from other retailers, but the double pack that we're looking at here does come from solely from KG. It's been a few years since I've seen this episode, so but yeah, let's dive in and have a look. The first shot here, on the left we've got the bionic Bigfoot himself, and that looks very, very screen accurate. That sort of mad hectic face going on there. They've gone for obviously an all fur body and sort of rooted hair in inverted commas. I suspect the beard is going to be sculpted plastic, pretty certain it is. What do you get? You get the log for him to throw at Lee Majors. You get the sort of bionic computer chest piece. And we also get to see their take on Steve Austin for the first time as well on the right here. We've got the safari suit. They call it a hunting outfit, but basically it's just a sort of a pair of tan pants and a cream shirt. But the proportions look really good. Need to see these two side by side to get an idea of the proportions. Obviously, Bigfoot was massive compared to Lee Majors, but yeah, and we're getting to see that Lee Majors head sculpt for the first time. Now, this isn't Supermad's first attempt at Steve Austin. They did the traditional $6 Million Man outfit, the all-in-one red suit with the white flash, and I want to say initially I've got some reservations on that head sculpt. I never picked up the original, but I think possibly the original might have been a little bit better. But let's zip on and take a look. Yeah, we've got some close-up shots here. I'm calling it a Hunter outfit 2.0, so I'm assuming they've done a Hunter outfit version before. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm not 100% certain, but yeah, I am not totally sold. I'm going to say this from the get-go. I'm not totally sold on this Steve Austin head sculpt. Yeah, there's something not right there, and it's not one thing. I was looking at these shots before making this video, and it's not one thing. It's a sort of a combination of stuff. That raised eyebrow, yeah, that is correct, but these eyes, I'm not sure about the spacing here. The mouth maybe is about right, as is the nose, but it's the way they're arranged. I'm not totally sold on this head sculpt, but let me know what you think down below. The outfit itself looks screen accurate and on point. You've got a hairy chest. He had a hairy chest. Let's move on to the next one. I've got a side shot here. Once again, it's still, I'm not convinced. The hair looks pretty good, sculpted plastic, although I think the paint applications could be a little bit better there. They look a little bit slapdash. That yellow looks like it's been put on as an afterthought, but maybe it's the way this figure's been lit for these photographs. But stitch work on the shirt looks pretty good and screen accurate. You've got those button down lapels going on, and overall, yeah, now we're getting the all shot. Proportions are on point. The outfit looks good. That distinctive belt that he always wore. Yeah, the materials in the outfit itself and the proportions look great. It's just that head sculpt. What's going on? Let me know. Once again, we've got another side shot of the head sculpt. Now, yeah, it's the mouth looks too small to me. The eyes look a little bit odd, and I think it's impacting the overall sculpt. Let's go on to the next shot. Now we've got the duo together, so we can size them up, and yeah, it looks like Supermadtoys have got the scaling just right here. I can't remember the name of the actor who played Bigfoot, but he was a big guy, obviously, and they've got that really well. That fur looks excellent, screen accurate. The fact that it doesn't match his hair is actually screen accurate. It's quite an amazing episode if you get a chance to catch it. It still stands up today. It's great if you see it through the lens of a child, as I was a youngster when this was released. But as you get older, it takes on a comic element, which is hilarious. But the hair looks pretty good. That sculpt on Bigfoot looks excellent. It's just the major sculpt that I've got reservations about. We've got some action shots here, which are in keeping with the cheesiness of the TV show. We've got Bigfoot holding a log and about ready to brain Steve Austin with it. We've got another one of him ready to do unpleasant things with a log, and Steve Austin with his hands up there. And we've got another one here as well, of him clutching the log. Now, I would really like to get my hands on these figures to see what they're like up close, but I know that the double pack is a very limited edition. I know the shipping now, but it might have to be for me anyway, trying to track down the individual ones out in the wild, forgive the pun. But yeah, I've got to say the photography could be a little bit better here, because the backdrop they've used here, I think it looks like they've just photographed this in somebody's garden. Not lit it particularly well, not angled it very well, but yeah, it's in keeping with the cheesiness of the TV show, as is this shot where he's giving him a hug. I just think that works for me on all the wrong levels and for all the right reasons. Yeah, another one of them squaring off against each other, different angle of them squaring off, and finally we've got a bit of an all shot going on for the deluxe set. You've got obviously you've got the Steve Austin figure, the Bigfoot figure, swap out hands for both, the bionic chest plate and the log. So there you have it, folks. That is Supermad's Toys take on Steve Austin, the bionic Bigfoot. And that about wraps it up for this episode of Go Figure 1/6 Scale News. What are your thoughts on the figures that we've looked at? Have you got any on pre-order? Have any arrived already? Do you have anything else on your Santa wish list of 1/6 scale figures? Please drop a comment in the comment section below. Nothing is off menu, and I would love to hear from you. What have we got coming up on the channel? Well, in the 1/6 scale review world, we've got stuff from Hot Toys, InArt, Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, Exo6, Iconic. I could go on. I'll stop there. But yeah, suffice it to say, we've got a raft more 1/6 scale reviews coming up. We've got previews, showcases, tours, as I mentioned at the top there. And of course, more news as well and more episodes of Grail or Fail. So if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the good stuff. And I suppose all it remains for me to say is from myself, from Steve Austin, from the Bionic Bigfoot, a massive thank you for watching as always, and until next time on the channel, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.